I hath shaved. I hath shaved. I have gotten into a fight with the razor, and I half lost. I got really tired of it going up my fucking nose. So I shaved it all off. Yep. The only time I ever grew my beard out. It's all gone. Smooth like a baby's asshole in the middle of birth. Alright, let's get it. So apparently, over the weekend, Twitch fucked up. So TwitchCon is going on right now, and they fucked up big. Emeru, one of the third biggest streamers on the platform, was sexually assaulted, and Twitch tried to play it off as if it never happened, and they lied. They didn't just try to play it off. They lied. And it blew up into quite a big shitstorm. Things do not look good for Twitch. But we got gaming stuff to discuss first. Oh, and also, another little fun thing for you to know about. There is a hunting stand with a line of sight to Air Force One that we're going to discuss today as well. That's new. I saw the titles this morning and I was like, oh, that's nice. You have no idea what it's like to be able to sleep and not have to worry about doing this and it going like up in your nose and tickling your nose and going like this all night long. I actually feel kind of nice. I hate how I look, but it does feel nice. It looks different. It's weird. That looks interesting. PlayStation. It's good.
The Dark Brethren collect.
Oh man, I've got quite a bit to say about this game. So when this game came out, they tried to hype it up for something that it absolutely wasn't. And from what I understand, they're now trying to turn this game into a single-player experience because the studio for it is shutting down forever. The game did so bad that it just had like a prolonged shutdown.
With Flameheart's forces in Act
Which really
3
sucks because the game looks kind of fun, I'm not gonna lie. It looks like it's kind of fun. There's just nothing to do in it.
Prepare for brutal battles and rich rewards as you dive headfirst into a thrilling remixed Skeleton Fort experience with Reaper Fortresses. Upon orders from Captain Flameheart, the Reaper's bones have reinforced the skeleton forts across the Sea of Thieves in an effort to secure a stockpile of the explosive weaponry that arrived with the Smugglers' League. But the Dark Brethren have other plans. A foreboding new skull cloud on the horizon will signal that battle has begun, and that's your cue to get stuck in. Getting ashore won't be easy, as an unrelenting fleet of Dark Brethren ghost ships surround each Reaper's fortress. Navigate their ghastly onslaught, and you'll find your crew in the middle of a fearsome fight between Dark Brethren phantoms and Order of Bone and Blade skeletons, who certainly won't appreciate you sticking your nose in. Alongside new weapon caches that you can unlock to help turn the tide of battle in your favour, Flameheart's followers have also deployed a series of fiendish traps to ensnare those intent on raiding their fortress.
It doesn't look like that's trying to ensnare anybody. It looks like that's trying to cook you alive.
However, quick-witted pirates can take control and turn these traps against their enemies. Overcome everything the fort can throw at you, and you'll find that the
All right.
holds riches worthy of a fierce pirate crew. And complete the new commendations and deeds for Act 3 of Season 17, and as well as the Brethren's Masquerade ship set, you'll also be rewarded with glorious mementos of your epic adventures. So put your crew to the test and find out which side will emerge victorious as you rampage across Reaper Fortresses when Act 3 of Sea of Thieves Season 17 arrives on October 16th.
That's crazy.
PlayStation.
There's not really any games that came out.
Left, overcrest, keep it, flat right 50.
Shit. Oh, this is that John Wick looking game. This one looks very interesting.
Have to get in my car. Keep your head down.
He even walks like Wick. That's so weird. Oh, he fucking curb stomped him. Holy shit, he actually curb stomped him. Oh, what the fuck?
Too much heat. Gotta get in my car.
Man, these guys can't shoot, I guess. You know, they're like the starship, they're like the stormtroopers in Star Wars, bro. Then none of them would shoot in a straight line. This is either going to be a really good game, or it's going to be a lot like Mind's Eye. I don't think there's going to be an in-between with this game, 100%. I feel like it's either going to be really, really, really good, or it's going to be Garbo. Hot Garbo. Ooh! Oh! Oh! God!
You're fucked now!
Today.
Is that a Mustang? Let me guess, that's a Mustang, isn't it? Bro.
Let's get you fixed.
Lines one into the gap in letter. That's rolling all the way to the wall. He's around first, digging for second. Here's the throw. Save!
That's crazy. That's crazy. That looks just like John Wick, bro. They're not even trying to hide that anymore. That's crazy. It looks like it might be a good game. It might be a good game. I hope it's a good game. I really do. It looks like it has promise. I guess only time will tell.
All that you left behind. Of dead matter floating in space.
The fact that you could curb stomp somebody in the game is impressive. I didn't think they would allow that kind of violence in the gaming space. That's the first game I've ever seen where you could curb stomp somebody. Like I said, it might be really good or it's going to be really bad. We'll see. I might actually play that one.
His graveyard.
Man, Mind's Eye was a huge waste of fucking money. I actually bought the digital deluxe edition of that bullshit too. I did not get the money for that. They canceled everything, bro.
The moment the dream of creating an artificial mind occurred to you.
Your dreams were still the dreams of worms. Yet with those little worm brains, you set about creating the monad. Stupid.
But there is no
What is
getting
this
rid
garbage?
of you.
What is this?
Not really. You left your mental fingerprints all over this place. It's just a matter of spinning up new bodies for you to inhabit. Easy peasy. Bringing you back to life is not a problem. Being the last truly living thing in the world comes with a few advantages.
The monad is about to blot out the sun. Now you need to fix this. This time, your reckless and violent ways could actually be useful.
Hold on, wait a minute. They just said that that was the only living thing in the world. I can tell just by that sentence alone, this game is stupid. This game is garbage. Can't even get your trailer right. How are you going to get the rest of the game right?
New gods have started to emerge from the arc patterns left behind by the world that was. There are still powers at play here, beyond even the monad's ability to control.
Those look pretty living to me.
Perhaps these patterns can still be realigned. Perhaps not.
Hunt down these false
You
gods.
and there's multiplayer, bro. And there's co-op. You just said that the character was the only living thing in the world. And now that's okay. Nope. Zoocosis is coming to Xbox. That dying bread box that you see that has been taken off of every shelf in America and replaced with PlayStation and Nintendo. That bread box. That's crazy. game looked pretty good, too. It looked really good. Oh, boys, they just can't keep their foot out of their mouths. They just can't keep taking the gun and blowing their own feet off. I'm actually looking forward to watching this movie. That's kind of badass. But it's also weird. Bro, I'm so excited about this game, boys. This Insomniac game. Hold on. Let me make sure I didn't. I'm really excited about this game. What happened? That's honestly what it looks like now, dude. Like, Call of Duty looks a lot like Fortnite. I'm so excited for this. Apparently, they're gonna have a lot of bad guys in this one. So it's gonna be a lot like the Spider-Man series, but way more gory and less Mary Jane-ified. Thank God. Fuck. Dude, if I buy this game, and I gotta fucking play somebody other than Wolverine, bro, I'm gonna fucking burn down my console. I will put that fucker in a microwave, and I will... Good.
Been fighting longer than I can remember.
Damn!
I'd like to say I'm not a violent man. The trouble just has a way of finding me.
Damn, bro!
Doesn't matter where I go.
Bro, this looks so fucking good. If this disappoints me, I will give up on Insomniac. I will never play another Insomniac game again.
Death's always waiting. Just not for me. I ain't no hero. I'm Wolverine.
Oh, that looks so fucking. Oh, this is gonna be. I don't doubt for a second the first game's gonna be lit. The second game, that's up for interpretation.
Does, you might think of words like stoic, isolated.
Oh, I don't know if I want to watch this. Woman. Nah. I don't give a shit about this. Nah. Okay. Bigfoot vlog time! We need him. We want him. We love to watch him. He's going to Salem.
Where walking around this hairy counts as local culture.
That's right.
Let's get witchy, respectfully. Salem, Massachusetts, where walking around this hairy counts as local culture.
It's the spookiest place in America.
Let's get witchy, respectfully.
It smells like cinnamon, wood smoke, and capitalism.
Autumn vibes with a receipt.
Right? Yo, what if Salem, the hot take, what if Salem isn't actually scary? What if it's all just a ploy to bring more people in to buy stuff? Tourism. What if that's really what it is? What if it's not scary at all? What if every time you sleep in a hotel, they give you, like, every so often, they pick a group or, like, a person to scare the hell out of you. They send them to, like, a motel room that's rigged to scare you. What if that's a thing?
Fragrance. Everyone's cosplaying nightmares, and somehow I'm still the most practical outfit here. Built-in insulation. Only in America do you bribe wandering spirits with sugar, then book dental appointments all November.
Wholesome and demonic in one glance. Halloween's specialty. Smell wider, little lanterns. I see you.
Irish legend walked to America, and pumpkins stole the spotlight. Add LEDs, boom, folklore with better battery life. Nope, that pumpkin just blinked at me. Either it's haunted, or I'm breathing too much candle smoke again.
Oh, yes.
This looks like Etsy.
Sorry about that. Yes, I do
Hogwarts
see
had a
chat.
love
I
child.
just looked over and saw I've got a
Crystals
chit
and
chatter.
overpriced positive energy
Welcome,
for your
Hamster
wallet.
Whamster.
She said it chooses its own. Fantastic.
Sorry about that.
I'm now
Sorry about that.
spiritually married to jewelry that might curse me for content.
It's like Mardi Gras met a
I got two
seance
different.
in a
I got
Starbucks
three
parking lot
technically. I got
day,
3
and
streams
somehow
up
everyone's
with
still
4
sober
different
enough to
chats.
dance like demons.
So like I've got YouTube up twice. I've got the vertical and then the horizontal version of YouTube, and then I've got Kick and Twitch.
That mannequin just moved. Either the spirits are vibing with me, or Salem's animatronics need an emergency exorcism.
Honestly,
Nighttime ghost tour through haunted
I feel like
alleys?
Hamster Whamster. It's got to be like a solid 9. That's a good name, bro. It's got a nice ring to it. It doesn't like fight itself. It goes smoothly from one word into the next word. That's a great name.
Yeah, totally fine. Nothing bad ever starts this way, except every horror documentary ever.
I think solid
This is where the
9.
trials happened, where fear became law. You can literally feel 1692. Private seance tonight. Real witch's house.
He just said private seance tonight.
This place smells like lavender and trauma healing. Basically a therapy session with broomsticks. Yeah, that's real comforting when you're surrounded by candles. She said to come at midnight to clean it. And I'm just dumb enough to say, see you there.
Judge Corwin once lived here. Convicted witches by day, probably charged rent to ghosts in the attic by night, and now, luck of me, I get the Airbnb tour of doom.
Building looks this haunted before midnight. Imagine the customer service after dark.
It's welcoming you. It's warning you.
No, I haven't played Rainbow Six.
Portraits are staring like they know I don't
I have
know.
actually sworn off all multiplayer games. The last multiplayer I game was Black Ops. The last one, not the new one, the last one. There's like 6? 5? Yeah, 6, because they're coming out with Black Ops 7. And even before that, I stopped playing multiplayer games. I got Black Ops 6 for zombies. I didn't even touch the multiplayer, if I'm being honest. No, I don't play multiplayer games. I don't.
Wrong here. But if one of them blinks, I'm jumping through
I've actually been drowning in Borderlands 4 right now. I don't know why, dude. I can't seem to put the controller down on that damn game. I've played through the entire game with 3 different characters. I'm on the 4th and final character. I'm playing as Herloy, and oh my god, is she overpowered. Holy shit.
window like it's my side hustle.
Like, I walk into the boss arena and I just melt whatever she touches. It's crazy. Like, for example, actually, you know what? I'll pull it up. So, like, the boss has, like, 3 bars, and I activate her special, and the ball hits the boss. It'll go from 3 bars down to, like, 0. It's crazy how fast it is. But, like, she's very much so a glass cannon. If I don't kill the boss, I'm pretty much guaranteed to die.
Side, or someone turned on ghost mode AC in here. A little harder. Everyone's holding hands like this is normal. Meanwhile, my fur's picking up Wi-Fi from the afterlife.
Are you guilty?
Define guilty. Like, unpaid taxes guilty, or possessed by ancestors.
That's the worst one, bro. That's the only one you need to worry about. You kill somebody, you might be able to get away with it. Look at OJ. Bro, Or even better yet, Al Capone. You know what they got his ass for? Taxes. Man, you gotta pay your dues to the U.S. government. You don't pay your dues to the U.S. government, they'll find you and cook you. That's what they do.
Sister's guilty, because I'm starting to feel both right now. Either the house is haunted or someone just opened
I don't know. I think Rainbow Six looks okay. I'd give it like a 5 or a 6. Actually, I'd give it a 6. From what I understand, you know what? No. I'll give it a 7 because Rainbow Six was probably one of the earliest, I'm not going to say the first, the earliest versions of a game where you could shoot through walls and it not be a pile of crap. I'll say that. I'll give it a 7. Birthday? Let me guess the year. Let me see. The year would probably be like 2008? Nah. You gotta be younger than that. I'd say like 2012. Maybe in August 13? August 13, 2012? The name like that? I can see you being a little bit younger, maybe. I don't want to offend anybody, but...
From the 1600s.
Ma'am, I can feel your haunting. Please respect my personal space bubble, even in death.
Great, now my name's literally written into witch trial.
I'm stealing that, by the way, Bigfoot Vlog. My personal, what was that? My personal space bubble?
Even in death. I can feel your haunting. Please respect my personal space bubble,
My
even
personal
in death.
space bubble, I'm taking that.
Great, now my name's literally written into witch trial history. I didn't sign up for this collab.
Oh,
Someone
bad.
call PR. I'm not doing ghost partnerships.
Stay? Ma'am, I can't even commit to Netflix shows, let alone your haunted
I was right
Airbnb.
about the year?
Respectfully, I'm ghosting you, literally.
Oh, 2014.
Turn into Silent Hill.
Damn, I was off by 2 years in September 14. What did I say? I said like what, August, did I say August 14? I got one thing right, I guess.
Candy. Okay, either I'm being followed, or Salem just invented shadow-based influencers, and they're way too committed to the bit.
Excuse me, lady in reflection. That's my camera angle. Please haunt respectfully before I start charging rent. Wait, where'd the fog go?
Yo, bro. Oh my god. So I have to say something about that because that made me think of something that I heard while I was scrolling through shorts. So there was this it was more like a story of a story. So there was a sergeant, the drill sergeant, right? And he had his trainee, I guess, I don't know what they're called, his private. So the private said something really stupid. So stupid. And the sergeant has this thing that he does where you know you really messed up. You really did something really dumb. So he makes you go get a plant. There's this potted plant. And this is a real thing, by the way, a potted plant. And he makes you hold it. So that way, whenever he has to explain to you how stupid you are, you don't use up his oxygen. Or he makes you vacuum the tree. You have to vacuum the tree now. I heard that, dude, and I was just laughing so hard. I couldn't stop. I could just imagine a guy out there with a vacuum putting the tube up to the tree. Holding the goddamn potted plant, dude.
Are we seriously just pretending that whole seance meltdown never happened?
Oh, bro, you was born on 9/11?
If I pass out mid-climb...
You should be a firefighter when you get older.
Everyone I died doing cardio, not escaping ghosts or bad decisions.
Salem's the only place where tragedy, tourism, and trauma merch all peacefully coexist. And somehow it actually works.
Nothing like a crow scream to remind you that even nature's
Bro,
watching.
if I'm ever in charge of somebody, if I ever become part of the fire service again, and I'm ever in charge of somebody, I'm gonna do that. I've already done my dues, so like I know, like I'll probably have like that first month where I'll probably end up them trying to trick me, but then after that, and we start getting new people, they're gonna love me, bro. I wasn't around. I was there at my job for about 7 months, give or take. Before I was just so over the schedule. So like, I didn't get to see the new people. They were literally about to hire a bunch of new people. I was gonna have so much fun with them. Like, I'm not gonna be that kind of person that does like really mean things, but I would totally like it would be funny. Like making them stand there and hold a plant so they don't use my oxygen. That's genius. That's so brilliant. Like, oh my god. The mentality behind that is so good.
Emotional breakdown in 4K resolution.
That's right, baby.
Laugh again, I squeal. If this ghost subscribed before I did, I'm haunting her right back personally.
They say fame never dies here.
That's right.
That includes dead witches and washed up vloggers like me, huh?
You're not washed up.
Lights and red carpets. But Salem? Salem's got ghosts that don't even need electricity to shine.
If I ever laugh like that, please assume I'm possessed. Call a priest and unsubscribe.
Oh, a lawyer. That's a good one. That's a better one. All right, see you around, Hamster Whamster.
Wait.
Please leave a like and a sub on the channel. You can always use the love.
This might be my last vlog, bro. I ate this bear's berries. Now he's trying to turn me into a salad. I told him I didn't know they were his.
Oh no, what happened?
Ain't no labels on jungle.
I guess that was it for the Salem one. W video, as always. Very nice, Bigfoot vlog time. Very nice. Awesome, as always. Here we go. So, it's a good thing the youngster stepped out. Because this is the big one, boys. This is the big one. Let's pull up decoy voice right quick.
And I really feel like I was treated.
So, if you don't know what happened, I wonder, actually, there should be a video that I have pulled up that should show what happened. Here it is. This happened. This is Imaru. She is a very, very big Twitch streamer on Twitch. TwitchCon is going on right now, and a lot of people dipped out of TwitchCon for obvious reasons. This is one of them. A lot of the streamers didn't feel like Twitch had its best foot forward when it came to the protection of its streamers. And Imaru was sexually assaulted in front of a lot of people. And Twitch tried to play it off like it didn't happen. And then they got on and made a statement later that blatantly lied about it. And this guy managed to record it and posted it, and it went viral. And Imaru got on a live stream and explained what happened. And she said that she was very grateful that the guy released the footage and it went viral because she was not sure what she was going to be able to do, because they had already brushed it, like the TwitchCon security had already brushed it off and act like it didn't happen. So, and it's kind of crazy and sad. A lot of the Twitch streamers didn't go into TwitchCon for this reason. They didn't feel like they were going to actually protect these. Like, she's the third biggest streamer on the platform, and they tried to brush this off. I don't think this is going to be the fall of Twitch, but it's pretty bad. And they're also getting called out for doxing VTubers as well. If you don't know, VTubers are people that have an online, like, little, I don't know, figure in the bottom corner as opposed to a person. And they have that so that way they don't have to worry about being harassed in public. They got doxed.
I saw a message.
Hold on.
But whenever I ended my stream, I saw a message. It was Emmy saying this had happened. Then this video came out, and thank God it came out, because now we can see what happened. So you can see, and what had happened is this person came.
This person not only was able to walk away He did not get arrested, and he only got banned on Twitch for 30 days.
Up to
Let
her.
that sink in. This is the third biggest entertainer on the entire platform, and they tried to bury this.
We're in another meet and greet line. They skipped over the
Ah,
line.
you fucker!
The
That's my
security-
spot! Fuck you! You bitch! Hey, I kind of like being over here. This might be a new spot.
Let them go through. This person then
Look,
tries
look,
to
look,
go.
look. He tried to kiss her.
And grab her, right? He tries to grab her. So
To give you an idea, the year prior that this happened, now this happened over the weekend. A year prior to this, she has private security because she's able to pay for it. Someone tried to do the same thing last year. And her private security, the guy that pushed the other guy away to do his job, the security guy, got permanently banned from Twitch. But this guy that walked up, grabbed Imaru, and tried to tongue kiss her, only got a 30-day suspension on Twitch.
Imaru did have a security guard, but TwitchCon had banned that security guard from going to the event. Twitch security lets streamers bypass multiple checkpoints, no questions asked.
Meeting him up front.
Okay.
Thank you.
What? Okay.
Wow.
TwitchCon attendee allegedly snuck into Imaru's applicant-only meet and greet line.
I might as well tell you guys what the fuck I actually did to get into the line. Hey, I snuck in. I don't know what else to say.
A person with malicious intent was allowed to approach a creator with no vetting and no security. Twitch lying about it. They lied in their statement about it. The safety and security of all those attending TwitchCon is our highest priority. In line with existing TwitchCon security protocols, law enforcement and event security were on site and responded to the incident. I'm going to just read what she said. In Twitch's statement, they said the guy was immediately caught and detained. I'm sorry, but that is a blatant lie. He was allowed to walk away from my meet and greet, and I didn't hear that he was caught until hours after he attacked me.
And the reason for that is Twitch was trying to keep its optics. They were trying to act like it didn't happen. Now, if you were to go out into public and do this to a random lady, your ass would be arrested so quick. But because Twitch has this weird agenda and they're trying to keep their optics, this person was able to walk away and they tried to play it off like it didn't happen. And they blatantly lied. And then the video came out and went viral.
It felt like this only happened because my manager was pressing for it, not because TwitchCon staff thought it was a big deal. I want to repeat myself. It's even worse than this. News footage surfaced of the man who assaulted Imaru freely walking outside of TwitchCon. Whenever Twitch said that they immediately took action, they lied. And they lied to everybody. And the reason why they lied to you is because they think you're a fucking retard. Twitch is very clearly mismanaged at every single level. They can't fix the website's functionality. They can't moderate the platform. They can't keep furry pedophiles off the platform. They can't keep...
You remember that guy in the diaper with the pacifier in the diaper, and he had like he got banned, right? He got banned for 24 fucking hours. He's already back streaming. He has links on his channel that will take you to borderline pedo sites with age play stuff on it. And he's back on Twitch like it never happened.
Keep violent harassers and away from their top female streamers. They can't do anything. At what point as a CEO are you responsible for this? At what point? But whenever I ended my...
It gets worse. We're not done yet. But I noticed that before TwitchCon, a lot of these people were giving out a lot of heat. A lot of the YouTubers were giving out given a lot of heat, or not YouTubers, Twitch content creators, for not going to this. I figured that was why. Everyone said why.
A bunch of Twitch content creators said that they
This is Dan Clancy. This is the CEO of TwitchCon. Of Twitch. I'm sorry, not TwitchCon. Twitch in general. He's the CEO. So the lady that's going to be giving this interview, Asmund was able to get in contact with her prior to her giving this interview and brought up the Imuru situation. And look at how he responds to it.
What are you guys doing to prioritize safety? Because I know also a bunch of Twitch content creators said that they were too scared to even come to TwitchCon this year, just in case something like what happened yesterday.
Just so you're aware, he was at a party when this happened. Instead of monitoring and maintaining security and trying to get the security in order, we're at a party.
What happened?
Yeah. So, I mean, the safety of our creators is the top priority. The challenge we face is a challenge in today's society. It's not limited to Twitch. It extends throughout our society. I do think that when you're live streaming, in many ways, since you control your community and you can ban people, you can make it so that those people that you don't want, engaging with you and participating with you aren't. They basically don't bother me. Okay. Now, what happened yesterday obviously was something that, we care deeply about, securing this environment.
Oh, I'm sure you do, buddy.
That happened there. This is just something we have to keep working on. I think everyone identifies our tools in terms of trust and safety as the leaders in the industry of helping.
Leaders at what? What are you leading in like harassment, like stalking? I don't even understand, like...
Just to give you a sense of the monumental fuck-up that transpired yesterday, the video of the incident comes out and goes omega viral. Twitch releases a statement about it.
Here we go. Here's the original tweet. So Twitch, the safety of and security of all those attending TwitchCon is our highest priority. The behavior displayed by the individual involved in incident yesterday involving a high-profile streamer who is completely unacceptable and deeply upsetting. In line with exiting TwitchCon, show reader added context. They thought people might want to know. Twitch staff originally allowed the assailant to walk. Oh my God! Someone added this. A walk away and only apprehended him and escorted him out when they were pressed to do so by Imuru's manager. Also, numerous accounts have said that while they tweet says no more, they are indeed allowing them. I don't know what that means, but to put this into context, this happened to a bigger streamer. Think about how often this happens, and this is why it's scary. Think about how often this happens with smaller streamers. Think about that. How often does this happen with smaller streamers that you never hear about? How often has this happened with smaller streamers that unfortunately didn't have the audience to make something like this go viral? That's the scary part. Just imagine if this wasn't Imuru or it was somebody else. Never would have heard about it. That's the big concern on everyone's mind. I feel like if you have had this happen to you at TwitchCon and you're a smaller streamer, you need to come forward. You need to go to this thread on Twitch and you need to share your story and tell them and let everyone know what happened. If that's the case.
They have zero tolerance for harassment. Emira drops a tweet stating Twitch has lied about the whole thing. The person in the video that protected her was her own security, while Twitch's security completely ignored what happened or were even laughing, letting the person just walk away and leave the convention. After all of this, Twitch's CEO Dan Clancy goes live on his own stream, wondering TwitchCon. And then at the very same time as Clancy is streaming like nothing happened, Emiru goes live on her own stream.
I asked them, what are they going to do about this? And you know what they said initially?
Please say it.
They said, oh, well, he's banned from the platform for 30 days.
Yes! For 30 days! They were banning him for 30 days!
What?
As soon as this happened, Clancy started receiving calls and ended the stream saying this.
Turns out I have a meeting coming up that I hadn't planned. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Sorry about going live and then dropping off. I need to be somewhere.
They actively cover up the role that they played and misrepresent a situation to make themselves look good to avoid accountability for someone being sexually assaulted at their event.
Yep. You're absolutely right. Okay.
I feel like I was treated like cattle or merchandise.
Well,
And I
hate to break it to you, but you kind of are. Whenever it comes to Twitch, you kind of are. Check out Decoy Voice, awesome channel.
feel like I was treated like cattle or merchandise.
That's very sad.
Why is no one there making sure I'm safe like a person? Why are the security guards joking and laughing and be like, oh, I didn't even see what happened?
The day after Amiru got attacked at TwitchCon, she went on live stream not only sharing how badly Twitch botched it, but also exposed everything else they're doing, sharing in detail how yesterday's attack went down.
He grabs my face and he leans in and lips puckered tries to kiss me, and I start screaming. You can't hear it in the clip, but I'm fucking screaming my head off. And then my security, Twitch's security, is like nowhere near me, nowhere to be found. I can see them, but they don't do anything.
Apparently, this was handled so bad that people that had already, because it's a meet and greet, so it's set up where you got the entertainer in the center, you've got the entrance and the line that goes all the way to the end of the world, and then you one by one go in, meet and greet, and then you exit, right? You go out the back way. It was so poorly handled that in some of the other Twitch streamers' lines, and probably even Emiru's, people were coming in the out lane. And it only, actually, no, it did happen to Emmy. Emmy's, Emmy, she had to get her manager to stand at the exit and tell them to go away. That this wasn't the entrance, it was the exit.
My security jumps up and shoves the guy away from me and is like, get the fuck out of here. And he's allowed to walk away and leave. The Twitch security kind of got together after that, and we were like, wait, what happened? Oh, I didn't even see what happened, haha. And just started talking about something else. I've contacted the police, they're gonna come talk to you about pressing charges, etc. They're trying
she
to find the
should
guy.
press
they haven't
charges.
Found him.
It's crazy how the Twitch security couldn't find this man, but you've got random people that are posting about him leaving TwitchCon and going somewhere. Come on, man. How? But but remember though, their streamers are their utmost priority.
What are they gonna do about this? And you know what they said initially? They said, oh, well, he's banned from the platform for 30 days.
Just committed an illegal crime. What?
What? No one gives a fuck if he's
You know
banned
what's crazy is that if he intended to hurt her, he would have succeeded. If he had a knife, he could have stabbed her at least 3 times. The whole point of having security, if you're not aware, is to make sure that the area is secure. If you don't even have the security set up to keep people safe and away from people that they don't need to be going up to, you have a problem. If that was an attempt to take Emiru's life, she'd be dead. That'd be all to it.
Twitch or not. We're talking about the convention here. So they changed it to indefinite. Takes an hour for that to happen, by the way. These two people are the head of security for Amazon and the head of risk for Twitch. Later the same night, I'm not gonna drop names here because I wasn't there, so I didn't see it. But I had multiple people tell me that key Twitch representatives last night were out partying. Okay.
So not only was there next to nothing done in terms of safety or security, after Amazon essentially served her up to be sexually assaulted, they basically ignored the incident, with their original reaction being, let her attacker easily escape, then ban him from the platform for 30 days. It really...
That's crazy. The fact that you even have to go... Apparently Imaru's manager is a freaking beast, because she not only pressed for this guy to get arrested, she later was like, how is this guy only like banned for 30 days? How is this not an immediate permanent suspension? He literally broke the law and everyone saw it.
Sounds like Amazon is just handing out free passes to attack their creators.
Oh, and by the way, these guys are so keen on making sure that they are seen in a certain light that they are now removing some content creators from talking about Hassan, and they are banning certain emojis in chats because of Hassan. All those optics, man.
As their conventions only happen once a year at different venues with essentially zero security, I don't really see anything that stops them from attacking them, then coming back next year to do it again. Worse yet, communicating to other customers of Twitch, this is something they'll likely look the other way for.
The security guard who pushes the guy away is my security. The woman who pulls me to the back, my manager. If you're a small streamer and you don't have those resources, or someone in your line's not filming...
Yeah, it all kind of falls down to... Like, a lot of people didn't go to... Like, Asmongold and Hassan even didn't go to TwitchCon because there's a lot of, like, bad people that want to hurt them. And if this had been either one of them two, they'd have a dead streamer on their hands. And they'd have a way bigger problem. They would. If someone could walk up and try to do this to Imaru, think about the opposite side of this. What if it was a political streamer who was about to be assassinated on your stage, and you guys just allowed it? Come on.
What the fuck do you do? No one would have known. Like,
exactly.
It's actually fucking insane. I'm genuinely angry.
And she has every right to be angry. And to be quite frank, she should sue Twitch. She's within every reason to sue Twitch. You know why? False advertisement. They advertised that TwitchCon was supposed to be incredibly safe for its streamers. And Twitch security failed her. And she's not the only one. If I'm being quite frank, they should file a class action lawsuit. Because at the end of the day, nothing about this is going to get solved. Twitch isn't going anywhere. Amazon's not stepping in. Like, Twitch is a little speck in Amazon's financial department compared to everything else. Jeff Bezos is more prioritized with building the next big rocket to compete with Elon. That's where his mentality is right now. If you want anything done right against this platform, my best advice to any streamer who isn't watching this because they're way bigger than me and they don't care is file a class action lawsuit from this year's TwitchCon and get as many people aboard as you can.
Am not an angry person. Like, it's just ridiculous. And like, honestly, I genuinely think there have been other people who have been sexually assaulted, groped, like, who fucking knows, worse, at these conventions, and just nobody knows. Because like I said,
she's one of the third biggest on Twitch. Or, I think she's... I think Aspen said she was top 3. I'm not gonna lie, I think she's in the top 50% of Twitch. Like, top 50 streamers. She's pretty high up there. She is what their company would call a goldfish, you know? She's what you would put on the face of Twitch. For sure.
They didn't post any kind of announcement, weren't letting other streamers with similar events as me, similar meet and greets know, until there was like a...
What's even more jacked up is that supposedly if she didn't finish the meet and greet, they were going to cancel something else as well. Because like it was kind of like we'll do this for you if you do the meet and greet, but they were going to cancel the other event if she didn't complete the meet and greet.
Viral clip.
So she had to go back out after this and continue doing the meet and greet.
And by the way, they can't even mention my name in it. Thank you guys. Thank you.
This girl deserves all the credit in the world, as Amiru is going through a super stressful moment in her life, still putting on a happy face to see her fans that flew out to see her, but still having soft eyes, seeing the big picture. And in case you don't know the Wire reference, hard eyes get stuck staring at a tree, missing the forest. Only soft eyes can see the whole situation. Amiru isn't making the assault on her, about her. She's thinking about how this was allowed and who might be next. As the Twitch CEO finally responded the next day.
One Twitch streamer yesterday, Amiru, got assaulted by a male fan, and a lot of streamers have, especially female streamers, have talked about, you know, the danger that they feel from these sort of toxic, I guess, parasocial kind of creeps. What are you guys doing to prioritize safety?
The safety of our creators is the top priority. I do think that when you're live streaming, in many ways, since you control your community and you can ban people, you can make it so that those people that you don't want engaging with you and participating with you.
You can only do that offline.
To there. Okay, it's very different, you know, when I use other short form content. Now, what happened yesterday obviously was something.
So he really tried to make an argument saying that if you just don't like somebody, then ban them. So what do you do if, in order to have an event that you want be in an event, you have to do something else for, so like, if I wanted to do, I don't know, if I wanted to get a ride set up in a theme park, but in order for the ride that has my face plastered all over it to be set up in your theme park, I have to do a meet and greet. Well, then you do realize that your argument just fell apart, because that's your responsibility as CEO and head of security and head of everything to make sure that security is top notch. So it's not as simple as just banning somebody whenever you have them face to face and you're sitting there looking at them. That's security's job. Now, how do you even contextualize that into an argument? It's so stupid.
That we care deeply about securing this environment. You know, we're looking very closely at everything that happened there.
The amount of victim blaming around this situation online is absolutely sickening, especially coming from Twitch's CEO. Saying it's the streamer's responsibility to attract creepy fans is basically an admission to, we know we cater to and take money from these insane and dangerous individuals, so make sure you watch out for that. Now, her streamer friend did show how she suddenly got issued new security guards.
I actually have 2 security guards that only deal with Amazon executives exclusively, like very high-ranking executives.
And I know she's not saying this, but the subtext is Twitch admits this is not a safe space for girls, but safety is only reserved for our
Well, I mean, like, one year, a guy, like, walked up and, like, licked another dude's nipple, and nothing happened to it. Nothing happened about it, even though the guy was like, dude, what the fuck? Like, yeah, the security wouldn't even take it serious. And that was prior to this. Like, it was only a matter of time before something would happen with the women that go there. Well, let's be honest here. If you keep allowing bad behavior to happen, it's only ever going to escalate. Like,
earners. As Amiru also acknowledges, if she wasn't a live stream star surrounded by cameras, Twitch likely would have just shrugged and ignored this. Only after the attack went viral, they'll do the bare minimum to protect her and her celebrity friends. But that doesn't mean these psycho fans aren't on the platform or even left the convention. It just means those predators will prey on different targets.
Well, it's kind of crazy because, like, a lot of the people that do this kind of stuff, they don't necessarily watch the streamer. Like, the guy that got his nipple licked was by another streamer who was trying to go viral. So, if all you have is, well, just block them as a defense to an assault, by definition, you are cooked. I don't understand how you could possibly say that. By the way, W to that person that asked that question. Huge W. Because she did that live.
Person to talk about this stuff, but it's like, well, did I lie about anything? No. Like, what are you're gonna be mad at me for telling, like, the things that
And it's kind of sad. Because this says to me, because she said in the stream, she was like, I probably just lost a lot of opportunities because of this. She is actively concerned after she was sexually assaulted on stage about losing opportunities at her job and retaliation. That should say everything you need to know about how Twitch operates.
this stuff, but it's like, well, did I lie about anything? No. Like, what are you're gonna be mad at me for telling, like, the things that y'all did wrong? It's like, you gotta just deal with it, not there, or you're... that's another thing. I could've fucking died yesterday.
I don't know this girl, but I genuinely hope she gets help through this, as this was a 48-minute live stream that I'd significantly trimmed down, and it's filled with moments just like that. As
You can tell that whenever she's talking, she's angry, but she's really trying not to let it out. She's really trying. And the thing is that whenever you go to your employer, because let's be honest here with ourselves, because I'm sick of the mirrors and the smoking, smoke screens. YouTube, Twitch, Kick, Rumble, whatever. It's a goddamn job. It's a goddamn job. It is a job. You are getting paid by your employer. If you are scared to say something in fear of retaliation, there is a huge problem at Twitch. Huge problem. Because that makes me wonder if she's heard of other people losing opportunities because they said something and it was true about Twitch. And that's how they ended up going from the platform's biggest streamer to mid. XQC, Asmongold. They don't even show Asmongold on the front of anything. They haven't in months, hell, even maybe years, because they don't like him. They do not like him.
Spoken about when a guy tried to stab me back at my old job. And it's just weird how your brain makes you think you're okay. You can casually talk about it and laugh it off the same exact way a mirror
But you're
is,
not.
But sometimes you can be sound.
You know why? Because when you go and sit down somewhere and you're looking over your shoulder constantly, you're not okay. You're not. You're far from it.
asleep and will just randomly wake up at 3 a.m. in the morning, adrenaline pumping, almost ready to go for a sprint, already sweating, because near-death experiences can leave lasting damage not even you know you have, and it's really hard to get past that when you're still stuck in the brave face for your friends phase.
Any person can be walking on the street and get assaulted. Like, yeah, it's fucking horrible. It's fucking horrible. But why do I have to...
It makes it worse when everyone knows who you are. Because if they actively wanted to do that at TwitchCon, they could. And they did. That's the scary part.
Worry about that happening at the convention for the place that I work. Because a lot of these tickets are sold via meet and greets, like what I was doing. And I really feel like I was treated like cattle or merchandise.
You are. Every employee that works at any business is cattle. To give you an idea, Imaru makes probably a lot of money. She was able to spend $10,000 in personal security. And I guarantee you, with whatever $10,000 she spent on personal security, Twitch makes almost triple the amount what she would. Twitch probably makes off of somebody like Imaru, who is able to monetize her content, a good amount of money. We're talking, for every $1,000 she gets, Twitch either gets double or triple on ad revenue. And they pay them so low.
Why is no one there making sure I'm safe like a person? Why are the security guards joking and laughing and be like, oh, I didn't even see what happened?
Why are you there? What are you just there to like joke with your friends? What are you doing there? Why are you even there? Clearly you're too incompetent to be a fucking security guard. Like, why even be there to begin with?
Yeah, I wanna play fucking Mega Bonk, bro. I don't even care if I lose any like opportunities or anything for talking about this, because it's fucking insane. And another thing I've realized is sometimes if you don't say something, no one else is going to.
Yep.
Sometimes you have to be the one that...
Well, even if they do say something, like let's say it was a smaller streamer and this happened to them. There is a high probability, almost, I would even say like an above 90% chance that Twitch would probably have them permabanned off the platform just to keep face. They would most likely remove that person from the platform and act like they were never at the platform. Guaranteed.
steps up and starts the conversation.
I understand she's not a direct employee of Twitch or Amazon, but she's basically being a whistleblower for the entire industry, which takes a lot of bravery. As on one side, Amazon...
Well, she has to. Her entire life was just threatened. Damn straight I would too. Anyone would. Anyone should. Anyone should in her position. It's just lucky that she has a voice.
Panic. Completely shadow ban her channel to try to silence her message, mitigating the damage, taking out the largest part of her career.
I think it's a good thing that she did it when she did it. Because it happened like, she did her stream later that day, so it didn't give them a chance to shadow ban her in time. And shadow banning is very detrimental to any channel. I think that's the reason why I'm having such a hard time kicking off, but it's where your videos aren't really recommended. Nobody really watches your content. You get advertised to people who actively hate your content. It's what a lot of platforms try to do to keep you as low as you are, as long as they can keep you there. Or to make kind of like Asmon. They for example, whenever Asmon goes live, his notifications don't go to his followers. So he usually gets up and streams at the same time every day with this in mind. that the notifications when he goes live don't go to his followers. And they play it off like it's not a thing, but it's a thing.
She spent years to build, all because she just wanted to save other streamers from going through what she did.
And I know there's some people at Twitch and Amazon watching right now. Please just listen. Like, people aren't saying this for no reason. Like, I feel like you guys don't get it or something. Like,
oh, they get it. They just don't care. They saved a lot of money on the security group they got, I'm sure. These are probably the same kind of security people that, like, patrol out of Walmart or something, you know? They just don't really care.
I could have literally been stabbed yesterday.
Yeah, you could have.
Literally. Like...
You know what I would do? If I was Emaru and I was going to go to the next year, I would have a contract signed that says that if anything happens to me, that, like, if I died, that, you know, I would have somebody pick up a lawsuit that would sue Twitch for a third of what my revenue was and donate it all to charity. That's exactly what I would do.
I have also seen people asking if I'm like taking any type of legal action.
She should. She absolutely
I am
should.
pressing charges against the guy.
Well, that's good.
With the police. As for anything else, I don't know yet because I've been having my manager handle all of those like side conversations. So I have no idea, but I don't. It's just not okay.
No, it's not.
I think she's
I think she should definitely press charges. I mean, and sue Twitch. If she was ever going to do it, now would be the time to do it. Because she trusted them and they didn't do their part, and that's their fault. If you advertise something as being safe and secure for its Twitch community and you don't, that's false advertisement. It's just a blatant lie. But yeah, I figured we'd cover that. Apparently this is still happening. He can't seem to get away from this. We got one of these
Brian,
today,
kill me.
so.
I want to Brian kill me. I can't stand any of you dumb fucks in this goddamn chat. Oh my.
He's crashing out because he's under a lot of pressure right now. Between the dog allegations and people getting into his comments and threatening him and like threatening him for his life. He's crashing out. Remember, boys, if it bleeds, we can kill it.
Fucking God, I hate the left. I hate liberalism. I
love how you shocking your dog involves the left and liberalism.
Everything that's going on every single day of the goddamn week. I hate my life. I hate streaming. I hate socialism. I hate every single person who thinks that the peak of activism is just being the most annoying, holier than thou, the most ultimately.
The funny thing is that I say almost all of these same things.
Woke leftist.
Yeah, true.
You did it. You have unlocked the nihilism within me, okay?
Yes!
We can't even have a normal, non-hostile goddamn conversation. The best possible thing you can do is just be goddamn annoying. I want to just shut it off, dude. I want to shut everything off. I just want to go away. If I wasn't so goddamn...
What's really funny is that this is coming from an individual who hasn't had to work a day in their life to get anything. He was raised with a rich family in a very wealthy lifestyle. He knew people at Twitch that boosted his views. He hasn't had to work for a goddamn thing his whole life. And with one controversy, somehow, and this is how you can tell he hasn't had to work for anything in his whole life. Because he's not hardened like a tank. He's soft like a puppy. This one controversy, after over 10 years of content creation, has him wanting to leave everything and go. That's the kind of man Hassan Piker is, right there.
Stubborn, I would.
And it's not defamation. It's if it's the truth.
I'm gonna go. Oh my lord! I 100% think you should someday go on sub only mode. What do you mean? The most annoying people.
The most annoying people are your own subs. Yes, you've cultivated these people.
People are literally like the 40.
Because the thing is that a lot of people that watch Hassan are these activists. The ones that go out and call. Like, for example, whenever the LA riots were going on, Hassan was down in the riots, streaming and making clips. And you're surprised that you allegedly shocked your dog on stream, and people are now doing what they were doing to LA to you, and you're surprised about this. What did you think was going to happen? It was just going to be a matter of time before some other reason would have been the reason why this got you. You know why? It's because they can't be mad about Israel and Palestine anymore, and Gaza. They got to find something else to be mad about. Damn.
30 months
There it
subscribers.
is.
Yes.
The person
He saw the clip.
maybe have a dog and it not be a part of your persona if you don't want to question when you're evasive. You're no different than the GOP. You're a 40-month subscriber and you think I'm like the grand old party because I won't just sit there and be like, you guys are right. I'm actually abusive to my dog. And that is like a routine nuisance and an offliner in this community. Okay? He is a consistent voice of nuisance. Okay?
This is a person that's in his offline chat that's always...
I don't even know if you can, like, permaban people that sub to you like that either. I don't know how that works, but damn, bro.
starting trouble, and he finally fucking snapped.
What are you talking about? The people that actually brick me, the people that actually cause me to spiral out of control are always the people that have been in this community for years, who never shut the up. And I get yelled at by a bunch of screenager iPad babies who are 38 years old, who think that the most like radical socialist position is to constantly chirp in a Twitch streamer's chat.
What the screenager? That's a good
He's
one.
so close. This is
He's so
actually
close
the
to
saddest
snapping.
shit.
And you know what's really sad? Is that if he could just learn to ignore it, this will go away. But it's because he keeps reacting to it. He keeps showing signs of, well, just generally being weak. Weak-willed. Just ban the people that are doing it. Block their ability to sub to you, which I'm sure happens if you ban them, and ignore it. You have to, man. Every streamer, every great streamer has had some kind of drama kick up around them. And at the end, whenever the dust settles, as long as you can wither through it, they always come back stronger because it brings in more people. Just wither the storm. That's all you got to do. Just wither it. It will stop eventually.
To inspire your audience to a step towards a brighter future, look at his face. God
So angry.
damn. Well, I mean, he's starting to realize. I mean, he is. He's starting to realize it. And I think that really, I don't know if there's any more of this or any other follow-up for this. The most annoying people are his 40... So he hates everything. Oh, God. Oh, man.
Hey, sucks to suck, you know. Oh, how's it going? Yeah, I shaved. Hold on, I need. Be right back. Hold on, give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. There we go. Sorry about that, boys. Let's get it. So apparently this is the video that he made, because he got off stream early to make this video. I haven't seen this video. I don't know exactly what it's about, because he did talk about the Imaru situation, and he did live stream when Imaru was live. So...
Hey guys, I want to talk to you all about Twitch.tv.
Holy God, this looks terrible.
A lot of you have been to the website before. Maybe you've even seen me. Hopefully this video gets a large enough and broad enough audience, so maybe some of you guys might not be familiar with who I am. My name's Asmin. Turn into Ben, and I want to talk about exactly where things stand right now, how we got there, and where I think that they're going, if you'd like to find out for yourself. Not letting them get away with it. Today, I want to talk to you all about how bad it's really gotten, because a lot of you probably talk about this, and I realize the executive team seems to be completely disconnected, and when they're not disconnected, they're actively malicious, or at least indirectly malicious, like, for example, misrepresenting what happened with Emaru's story. And the only time that things ever seem to happen even slightly is when Amazon, their parent company, tries to take control because they've totally run things into the ground. And hopefully this can reach some people at Amazon, and they can realize just how bad things truly are. So the first thing I'd want you guys to all look at is, if you go to twitchtracker.com, you can just look at the stats of Twitch. If you look at the beginning of 2025 and
It's
you look
bad.
at now,
They've lost 25% of their viewership already.
has been on a steady decline. And whenever I'm talking about a steady decline, I'm not talking about a 10% decline. We're looking at about a 30 to 40% decline.
Damn, that's even more than I
From the
thought.
start of the year up until now, with it just trending more and more downward. And this is
The real peak, like, whenever they attacked the bots, sorry, that was 25% of all viewership with the already downtrend from the first of the year. So
even despite Kai doing a massive event last month and the
FaZe
subathon that's been going around this month. So after that,
there is talk that FaZe will no longer be doing a subathon as well. So this coming up month in November, we're really going to see how things really are, how bad they are.
happens after that's over, I assume that it's
Because
even
Kai brings in like 100-something thousand viewers. FaZe, the entire FaZe team will probably be about this. So they're going to be missing like 200,000 views.
to get worse than it even is now. And Twitch is even going back to its pre-COVID numbers. This is while at the same time YouTube is...
Which was bound to happen because everyone's going to work now. Like, Twitch was already in a downcline before COVID. And it's only gotten... And it's probably going to be worse. By the time it goes below pre-COVID, it will most likely just spike straight down.
Kick is succeeding, TikTok is succeeding, and Twitch is dying. Twitch is dying. Why?
There's a good chance that I might be doing Rumble as well. Just to kind of like, you know, get all the aspects covered. There's a good chance that I'm going to start trying to see if I can get start streaming to Rumble and see how hard that is. Because then I'll be streaming to Kick, Twitch, YouTube, 2 YouTubes. I got the vertical and the horizontal YouTube streams, and then I'll have Rumble and maybe even TikTok Live. It depends on how stupid their system is.
Why is Twitch dying? Well, it's because they're killing it. That's the reason why.
Yeah.
And let's talk about all the different ways how. So I think one of the meta level things that a lot of you guys here on YouTube probably know all too
Welcome
well
back.
is the advertising situation on Twitch. Ads are extremely prevalent on Twitch. Twitch has effectively incentivized creators into making a Faustian pact with Twitch and also, unfortunately, against their viewers in order to have to run a certain amount.
Yes, I've noticed that I was able to get like a Twitch thing now where I can sign up to allow people to sub to the channel, like, you know, like $5 a month. And what it does is it makes it to where your channel shows ads, but you don't get money from it unless you're partnered. So they're still showing ads, but at the same time, you're not getting paid for it. So it's a way to put ads on even smaller channels because they're so crunched at the top because they're not allowing the way the discoverability settings are with Twitch currently makes all the money gravitate towards the top And it's just like the actual economy, if I'm being quite frank. You got all the 1%ers at the top, and then the weight of all that money being at the top is slowly crushing the lower classes, like the smaller streamers, because now Twitch is forcing ads to be on streamers who have no views. And a lot of streamers know that if you have ads on your stream, they're less, like, if you click on a stream on Twitch, like, I would just click right off of it, because I'm not going to sit through, and like 3 minutes of ads is outrageous. Like 3 minutes of ads every 30 minutes is insane. That's a lot. Sometimes it's even more than that.
Of ads per hour that will then guarantee them a minimum income that will allow them to make a certain amount of money. This amount of money is a very large amount of money, especially for smaller creators, and Twitch has effectively incentivized creators to kill their own platform and to kill their own streams. And as I said before, judging by the graphs, it's doing really well. So basically, the advertising situation with Twitch is that you get ads. You have some streams that, like, this is an hour long per stream, right? And for every hour, it's 8 minutes of ads. This is insane. It's I mean, like, by next year, we're probably going to be at the level of network or cable television.
I kind of already feels like we're there. Because, like, like, for example, yesterday, XQC and no one else was really live until, like, 9. So I had 2 other streamers that I was watching. And I was having to, every 30 minutes, I would have to swap between them 2. Just to not watch ads is ridiculous. It is crazy. And then it wouldn't be even that bad if it was only 30 minutes of ads, but like if it was like, because usually you would get like on-screen ads that would like push the screen, that would like kind of leave an ad on the right side. But now it's like straight up full-on commercials that are for like 3 minutes, and I'm like, I'm not watching this, dude. If I didn't do it with not like cable television, why the hell would I do it for Twitch? I just wouldn't view the platform. Seriously.
So, and that's not even to count sponsors and other things like this. Twitch has constantly been behind in terms of technological advancements. They've decided to lock the, renowned feature of being able to, believe this, rewind a stream. They've decided to paywall the ability to rewind a stream without any sort of problems or having to go back to the VOD. So that's the way that they think about their product, and that's how much they care about you as a viewer. So while they're not spamming you with ads or allowing you to watch other types of perverse, deranged content, or also making you sit through a stream that has horrible quality, they're making you have to go back and rewind by opening up a second page. So Twitch recently has claimed to do something about the viewbot situation. Well, anybody, I'm not going to name names, okay? But we all know who's viewbotting. There are a lot of people who are still viewbotting at massive degrees, and Twitch has done effectively nothing. But one of the things that
you know what they have done is for people who were smaller streamers. So there are a lot of mid streamers that have like a couple hundred people that usually view them. And there's a lot of clips circulating of people, if you don't chat in the Twitch chat, it lowers your view count because it makes it to where people that are viewing but not chatting, like not engaging, their view doesn't count. That's what they've done. They've made it to where people who aren't actively chatting, their views don't count. Like the streamer will be like, can you guys chat real quick? Anyone who's watching the stream, can you chat? I want to see something. And then you'll see the viewership go from like 700 to like 900. It's so obvious.
What they have done is they have effectively killed the careers of a number of small streamers. I'm talking about streamers that are getting 20 viewers, and now they've been nerfed down to 4. I'm talking about streamers that used to get 200, and now they're getting 20 or 40 or something like that. And for a creator like that, you have the difference between a part-time job and a hobby. So you have people that, you know, at some point were making a good amount of money, and now because of this recalculation, it has just simply changed the way that it's being calculated, and it's completely killed their discoverability, and it's killed their channel. Not every single one of these people are viewbotting, and if they were all viewbotting, then the big streamers that are still viewbotting would have also been affected. So effectively, what Twitch's changes have done is they've punished and hurt small creators that actually probably weren't viewbotting, or if they were, it was maybe like their friend opening up their stream on a second channel. Oops, that was my chair, not me. Everything is fine. Yeah, it's basically they're opening up their friend's stream on a second channel. Oh, wow, it's 2 or 3 extra views. Meanwhile, you have people at the top that are viewbotting 10, 20, 30,000 viewers. So Twitch doesn't really give a fuck about this at all, and it seems like they're just letting all of these small streamers let their careers pretty much go by the wayside. And that's all at the same time, by the way, that nobody is getting banned for viewbotting. Nobody, they're not trying to, like, you know, blacklist certain accounts with obviously that are viewbotting. They're not doing anything like that at all. So they've just let this situation get worse and worse and worse, and by trying to fix it, they've ended up punishing the lifeblood of what their community is, which is all of those small and mid-sized creators that really create the ecosystem. Twitch is a lot like a rainforest or any sort of a forest or something like that, where you have the very large multiple different directions and furry characters in compromising sexualized positions, and this is on the front page of Twitch. This is Twitch in 2025. And if you don't believe me, just check their front page. And originally banned for 30 days. And the only reason why it wasn't longer, why this.
Oh yeah, he's talking about
What you
Amaru.
understand is that the moderation team at Twitch is completely deranged. The advertising team is completely misguided. And the executive team is completely disconnected.
And what's even crazier is that they're not going to say this, but I'd imagine that over 75%, if not 50% of the advertisers that were on Twitch at the beginning of this year have probably dipped out. So that's why you're seeing, like, if you go to Twitch and you start watching a stream, you're going to get, like, for example, I got the same ad 3 times in a row in a 3-minute interval. Just like a 3-minute runtime of ads, I got the same ad 3 different times. So, like,
at all levels of this organization, they fail. And we're in a situation now where it's gotten so bad that people's real lives and livelihoods are being affected by this. You can say that, oh, it doesn't matter, it's just words on a page or whatever, but when you have conventions, I think this is going to be the last TwitchCon, by the way.
It probably will be.
I cannot imagine anybody ever even thinking to go to another TwitchCon after this.
There will be. There'll be plenty. And I'll tell you why. It's because they want to be in Imaru's position. They want to be in the position of, I did this for you, do this for me. So, of course, people will be willing to do it as long as it gets them more clout. So that, I'm going to have to go and say that he's wrong about that, 100%. I would do it. If I was a small streamer and I knew that this would get me a lot of clout, enough to where I wouldn't have to stress and struggle with trying to get new viewers every single day, I would do it. 100%. But I would do it knowing full well what I'm signing up for, at least. Whenever you say that the security is there and their number one priority is the protection of its streamers, and you've got somebody getting assaulted on a stage, you got a problem. You do.
This is it. It's over. Why the fuck would anybody go to a TwitchCon after the second? And also, by the way, as a streamer, these are things that I hear about a lot. Other people have been sexually assaulted at previous TwitchCons. They've been roofied. There's been plenty of other really bad things that have happened. A lot of these things.
I don't think that they've had a TwitchCon go well in what, 5 years now? Every new TwitchCon, there's something that kind of crazy happens. And it's
off of the Twitch, convention center. So some of these are not technically Twitch's fault. But if Twitch doesn't know about this and they're not planning accordingly, well, then they're dumber than literally every single streamer on the platform that's ever been to TwitchCon. And that's not a very good state of affairs now, is it? So anyway, that's pretty much where things stand right now with Twitch. So you have, again, pedophile furries that are getting unbanned in less than 1 day. You have people going to the official Twitch convention that is effectively killing small streamers and ignoring censoring certain people.
Yeah, I think
Or
that
maybe
it's
certain
kind of
groups.
crazy.
I think one of those
I think that it's insane that this is happening. But it does feel like a new era for Twitch, that's for sure. Because something's gonna have to change. It's gonna, because the more and more that this happens, the less and less people are going to be willing to give their views to Twitch. And the thing is how much longer do you think advertising is going to stick around this before they go off and leave Twitch? There's only so long that they're willing to do this. Like, let's be honest. Okay, I'll be right back. I need to use the bathroom. Sorry about that. Going back. I don't know what you're asking, 3D gamer. Dude, Hulu's bad. I remember whenever Hulu used to be free. Used to be able to get Hulu for free.
Group seems to be Hamas.
So we've covered this quite a bit. I think we're gonna move on from this. I didn't expect it to take fucking 3 hours. It was my own fault. I should have been like on this over the weekend, but I just didn't. I just didn't. Sorry. So yeah, let's close this out. We don't need this. Don't need this. We're done with this. We're gonna move on from this. Oh man, a whole lot, Zutu. We had to talk about Imaru's situation with her being sexually assaulted on stage at TwitchCon. How Twitch's downfall is kind of inevitable at this point. We're gonna talk about. We covered that for most of the morning because I wasn't able to do it over the weekend. And now we're gonna talk about how there's a hunting stand in the line of sight of Air Force One. This is new. This just came out. By the way, I'm not too fond of a lot of these people, but this guy right here, he's based. Man is incredibly based. Clip, but didn't really see what happened to her. Also, hunting stand. Yeah, a hunting stand. So a guy walked up to Imaru, and so TwitchCon, everyone's saying that no one wanted to go this year because of how unsafe everything felt. They've had people get roofied. They've had a lot of issues. But this year, Imaru was doing a meet and greet that Twitch made her do. That and them doxing VTubers. That's also a thing. But she was doing a meet and greet, and a guy walked up past the security and tried to kiss her on the mouth. Like, grabbed her, pulled her in, and, like, tried to kiss her. And Twitch was trying to play it off like it never happened. And Imaru made a live stream and talked about it, and talked about how the only person who really gave a shit was her manager. And how Twitch got on social media and lied before the clip went viral that showed everything that happened. Yeah, no. Twitch is single-handedly killing their own advertisement at this point. And I don't know about this. We're just getting into this. I saw this morning and I was like, oh, that's concerning. If you don't know what Air Force One is, that's what the president uses to get around the country. It's his personal airplane, well, the presidential airplane that usually that has quite a bit of security. And they found a hunting stand up in a tree in line of sight of Air Force One. So let's see what
FBI,
this is
by
about.
the way, is now investigating a hunting stand circled there, found near Palm Beach Airport with a direct line of sight to President Trump's Air Force One exit area.
Madeline Rivera is live in Washington.
Again, I don't support either side. I think the Republicans and the Democrats both have clowns. So far, Trump's kind of impressing me. We'll see how long that lasts. But you just can't kill people. If that's what this is about, stop it. Stop advocating for death. Stop trying to kill people. It's wrong. It's un-American. Stop doing it.
Washington with the details. Maddie, was it built there to go hunting or for other reasons?
In Palm Beach, near an airplane, like an aircraft facility. Think about that. Think about the wildlife there is either desensitized by the planes overhead, or there is no wildlife. Like, come on.
That's what
Let's think about
investigators
this
are
for
looking
5 seconds.
into right now, Ainsley. A spokesperson for the Secret Service says agents found the hunting stand while doing advanced security preparations ahead of President Trump's arrival.
Is this going to be like the third? How many times have they tried to kill him? Like 3, 4 times now?
Palm Beach
Could be like
on
the fifth one.
Friday. FBI Director Kash Patel saying no individuals were located at the scene and that the FBI has since taken the investigatory lead, flying in resources to collect all evidence from the scene and deploying our cell phone analytics capabilities. The discovery prompted the
cell phone analytics capabilities.
President's team to make more security measures at Palm Beach International Airport, and that's why
Yeah,
we
like
saw the
if I had a line of sight for Air Force One, that would be like prime spot, wouldn't it? Because if he's going up into the airplane, he's elevated. He's very visible. Like if you were going to assassinate a president, I could see that being a pretty good way to do it. I'm not advocating for it, I never will, but at least this guy has some brains attached to the stem, you know what I'm saying? Like, unlike the last couple.
President walking up Air Force One using the small stairs on Sunday as he made his way back to D.C. A law enforcement source tells Fox News Digital the hunting stand appears to have been set up months ago across the street from the airport. You see it there in the trees. A Secret Service spokesman saying while we are not able to provide details about the specific items or their intent, this incident underscores the importance of our layered security.
It's just going to be some random guy that's like, yo, hold on, wait a minute. Look, that's my deer stand. I didn't know what, I didn't know. And bro's just gonna be shitting himself, turning himself in. Yo, I would be scared.
President Trump's security came under scrutiny last year after 2 attempted assassinations. Just last month, Ryan Ruth was found guilty of...
Oh, it is. It absolutely is. In fact, even the United States government knows that. And as soon as we figure out when this nonsense is over with, Twitch is taking... The United States government is taking Twitch to the Supreme Court for allegations that Kirk was killed over the exacerbation of people on the platform like Hassan. They even got other YouTubers subpoenaed to show up at the U.S. government and testify against Twitch.
Trying to assassinate President Trump as he hid along the tree line of the president's golf club in West Palm Beach. Coming up later...
Bro, that was big W right there, Trump. Big, like, look at that. Like, when he turned and did that after he had almost gotten shot, bro pretty much solidified his election right there. I don't care who you are, could have been anybody that got shot like that, and they turned, and he just... Like, he solidified that election. I'm sorry.
This morning, FBI Deputy Director Dan Bongino will be appearing in the show to talk about the hunting stand and the latest in the investigation.
That's crazy,
he'll
man.
Perhaps know more about that question that you asked earlier, Ainsley. Back to you guys.
Thanks. And by the way, what a discovery. Whoever discovered
It does make you wonder who found it. Where is it at? Is it this? That's Gaza. Here we go. The hunting stand.
The difference is, I think they want us in San Francisco. San Francisco was truly one of the great cities of the world. And then 15 years ago, it went wrong. It went woke. We're going to go to San Francisco, and we're going to make it great. We're going to make it great. It'll be great. Again, San Francisco is a great city. It won't be great if it keeps going like this.
President Trump says San Francisco is next on his crime crackdown.
But city and state leaders are pushing back, arguing that they have the resources to maintain law and order without federal intervention.
Then why don't they use these resources? Why do they keep letting these goddamn criminals out? Stop allowing these criminals out.
Let's bring in the FBI Deputy Director, Dan Bongino. Dan, thanks so much for joining the program.
Good morning.
We don't work for the locals. We work for the American people.
That's right.
It's the FBI. We're not the local police department. They all do wonderful work. I was a local police officer.
Well, they're allowed to do wonderful work. Like, I don't blame the police departments for far radical policies that allow catch and release of bad criminals, violent criminals. that go out just and commit more death and destruction and cause more havoc on the community. Well, that was weird. It was like really purple. I don't blame the police for that. There's a reason why they can't keep people at those departments. It's because they know something is wrong whenever you're catching a violent criminal and you see them out a week later. I wouldn't want to work for that department either. That's like if we caught an arsonist and I was still at the fire department and 2 days later, a different house next to the one that was literally on fire is now on fire. Like, come on.
But you know, we're the FBI and we work for the brings us in early. Drives around Washington D.C. on these OTRs, off the record movements. Boys, go get people ever know. They've done this their whole lives. Want to know how to kind of water 4 years?
I want to know more about this deer stand,
The
man.
governor's going to push back on this.
I don't care what the governor does.
Different, but got to control.
He's not above the federal
LA
court.
Or San Francisco, all the operations of the federal government in there to clean up the city. Go ask her. I can tell you, I live. Granted, it's just my
cities, so you have to take him as an expert. There. Oh, this disturbing thing.
Here we go.
A hunting stand, right in the area of Palm Beach Airport, which would have had a clear shot at Air Force One. We can see it. What could you tell us about this, Dan?
Yeah, I was on the phone about this
North
all
Carolina,
day yesterday.
where
It's
the
interesting.
girl
When I got
was
back from the
stabbed
mall,
in the
most of
neck
my
just passed.
you don't get any you don't get the days off here. It's something you sign up for. So it's unfortunate.
Good. That's good. North Carolina needs to get its shit together. Is that the one where that lady? It was that lady, right? I don't have any Star Wars. That's not Star Wars. That's Brotherhood of Steel. That's Fallout. And then that one is that's Goku. I don't have any Star Wars stuff. I got them on Amazon.
Sometimes we got to take care of these things. We wish they wouldn't happen. But here's what happens with this. Let me walk the American public through how this works. The FBI is not responsible.
Yeah. That's that internationalist lady. Here's the fucked up part. That lady fled a war in a foreign country. I think it was Gaza even. She came here to America and got stabbed in the neck by a homeless dude with a repeat offense. Apparently he had a history of like attempted murder and stuff. He was a bad dude, man. He was a bad dude. And that's what kind of sparked the outrage for that one, is because she had fled a war just to come here to America and die. But they want to sit here and claim that the streets of America are safe, right? Come on, guys. Come on.
For the security plan of the president, that's the purview of the Secret Service.
Yeah,
However,
I did
the
see
Secret
that. I
Service
reacted to
finds
that. We cover all current events in the stream, and then I cut out the events and I upload them to YouTube. So, like, yeah, we cover everything, bro. We cover everything. Any new drama that comes out, I'm trying to be first on top of that, man.
I believe could be criminal. Could be. I want to emphasize it could be. We take over. We have what's called an MOU, a Memorandum of Understanding with the Secret Service, where we will investigate after that. I was on the phone yesterday, back and forth with the D2, the Deputy Director over at the Secret Service, Matt Quinn, great guy. They were very concerned. Their security sweep discovered this hunting stand. The director was, Kash Patel, was directly involved right away. I'm on the email chain with him. He ordered an immediate response. I believe we had our plane flown down there. This hunting stand was appropriately dismantled, it's being flown to our lab. I believe it's there right now. And all of the forensic tools we have, from
When was
digital
this?
tools to biometric tools.
This was 2 hours ago?
To try to find out.
I wonder if anybody's come forward. I wonder if anybody's come forward at this point and said that the deer stand was theirs. Let's see. Anyone come forward? Damn. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. This was 9 minutes ago.
While Democrats celebrate The No King's Day protests this weekend, they may not be getting the same enthusiasm from young voters. A focus group of young voters in the key swing state of Pennsylvania shows some of the problems, like one Democrat saying her generation does not go out and vote in local elections, while an independent voter identified herself as pretty out of touch when it comes to the midterms, adding she doesn't remember learning much about them. Joining us now to discuss, Fox News contributor Mary Catherine Ham. Hey, MK, good to see you.
Hey, how's it going?
So this is a problem when it comes to the local election. But sure, we're seeing it differently in New York City, a much more progressive state. But in those swing states, this could be a huge problem for Democrats, right?
Well, I think the first question is when you look at the No King elections, which I think is probably what Kings can do.
Their success online. They have been successful because they have also been very clear, especially digitally, about what they believe. And they are able to
Well, it's not just that. You realize that the woke DEI programs were against the solid majority of young white males and just white males in general because it allowed for, yes, it made an incentive to hire women and other ethnicities into a job and promised a stipend, an amount of money from the government to businesses. And it completely alienated young white males, which is the solid majority of the working class. It completely alienated them. Like, why, if you were a young white male, would you vote against your own best interest? Like, why would you do that?
And target and exploit a generation of young boys, in particular, away from healthy masculinity and into an insecure masculinity that requires the domination of others.
Oh, she literally just said what I was saying, yeah.
They're going to come and support you now?
That's pretty much what I was saying.
Yeah, no, here's the thing. Here's the thing Democrats did that really helped Republicans is they spent 20 years calling men toxic. And that's what men heard. And then young men in particular had every milestone taken from them during the COVID era. And then they were told by Democrats that they were toxic for having any complaints about it. And those guys were like, I don't know, it doesn't seem like you guys like us. And so they went the other direction. Now, there are pockets of the internet, of course, that do turn into very toxic masculinity. That can be a real thing. But
I think it depends on the person, honestly.
The fact that the Democrats failed with this demographic by telling them they don't like them is not actually Republicans' fault. They just ended up...
And what's really sad is that if you're running for office, your position shouldn't matter on demographics. What should matter is how can we get affordable food to people who are now spending $200 for 5 items. That's what you should be worried about right now. You should be worried about those corporations, buddy.
Benefiting from it by saying, hey, you know what we like? The UFC.
Leaders and a pillar.
I'm not even a Republican or a Democrat. I think they're both clowns.
Well, he's also the only one in the
I don't see anything new about the new No Kings protest. I'm kind of surprised. That didn't look like millions to me. I'm not gonna lie. That looked like a couple hundred, maybe a couple thousand. Maybe like I'd say that's like maybe like 60, 70,000 people. I don't see millions because like I don't know how far back it goes, but at the end of the street here, there's nobody.
The No King's Day protest.
See, like right here,
weekend,
there's like nobody here.
Keep
Keep going.
From young
Come on, right here,
voters.
right here,
A focus
right here.
group of
Oh,
young
come on. There was like a big gap. It's like right there.
May not
See right
be
here,
getting the same
right here. It starts to like
enthusiasm from
taper off, and there's just less and less people.
young voters. A focus group of
shit.
young voters in the
But yeah,
key swing
I
state
don't
of
think there's that
Pennsylvania
many
shows
people.
some of the problems, like
Let's see if there's any news about this deer stand. Hey man, like you can't let your ideals get involved with people's future. You just can't do it. You're asking for trouble. You really are. What is this? So apparently,
Let's see here. Pokimane, no one's getting.
We'll pause that right quick. Hold on. there's a lot more stuff that I'd like to cover, and we're running out of time already. Go to the news. Whoa, what's this? Oh, that's the fast fact. Yeah, I don't see anything else going on. Have streamers changed after blah, blah, blah. Oh, wait, this is... Where's the news? Give me the news. Dims mocked after... I think that's pretty much it. As far as, like, breaking news. I'm not really seeing anything too crazy here. Come on. Okay. This looks funny, but I'm not gonna do that. Okay. Let's move on.
Context. Zap.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
If you don't know, Hassan Piker allegedly shocked his dog on stream.
Pokimane, no one's getting fired.
Context. Zap.
Her new excuse for the restructuring that she said whenever she tried to cover up that her employees didn't post a video that involved, it was a podcast that had Hassan Piker in it, and they didn't post it because they didn't want to get involved with Hassan, and they didn't talk to Pokimane about it. They just didn't post it and posted an apology instead. And then Pokimane got on and said, well, we're going to do some restructuring and we'll be back. In kind of saying that she's going to fire people. And she ended up messing up even more because she made another statement live, I believe, or part of a podcast or video, saying that it was supposed to be before that. You know, that, oh, we were already restructuring, we just, you know.
A couple of days ago, people found out Pokimane cancelled the scheduled release of her podcast with Hassan, and just as everyone thought she finally stood on business, she posted this tweet.
The episode was supposed to air, as usual, but staff refused to upload it. Out of fear, it had caused drama, and posted this statement without my approval. We'll talk about everything on this week's episode, and go on hiatus afterwards to restructure.
Now, they still haven't released the episode with Hassan, but she did say this.
Also, we had someone who helps us with socials, who's also stepping down. We have an editor who also has a full-time job. Over the last, month-ish, we've just had a lot of restructuring issues within our staff. So when I made that tweet, it sounded like, we're restructuring because of this, and I'm firing everybody. But that's not what I meant. I literally meant, we are in the middle of restructuring, and
Also, the collar company confirmed that the dog collar that was used in the video, supposedly, I don't know how true this is, it's allegedly that the dog collar that Hassan has is indeed the shock one. So that was confirmed, I think, a little bit last week. It was from a post from the actual dog collar company.
What happened is
He's useless. Pokimane hired these guys to deal with the podcast.
Go on. Sounds good to me. We fixed the glitch. He won't be receiving a paycheck anymore, so it'll just work itself out naturally. We always like to avoid confrontation whenever possible.
we're restructuring because of this, and I'm firing everybody. But that's not what I meant.
But let's see the way that people are reacting to this. She fired people. We hate the... Do you remember her saying this?
Do you think someday we'll have a revolution like that in America? It's getting there, right? The wealth disparity is getting bad. And we hate the rich.
Aren't you the rich?
No! Like the ultra rich, the ultra giga rich, the unnecessarily
We hate the people that make $8 million a year. Well, how much do you make? $7 million a year. Wow.
That's the thing. That's the funny part, is that whenever I see these people that are like, oh, spread their red capital, for example, Hassan said this, spread their red capitalist blood. Brother, you yourself are in the same shoes as everyone else that is rich. Unless you're scraping by, you rich, bro. You got a house, you rich. You got, you're able to go to the store and not care about how much money you're going to spend because that check doesn't have to be stretched for a week or 2 weeks, you're rich. You are part of that, you dumbass. Stop advocating for death. It's dumb. But yeah. Okay, so the ceasefire continues, the peace continues, even though Hamas is still causing problems in Gaza. Those dumb asses. I don't know what's taking Trump so long to annihilate these guys. Give them what you said, Trump. Total annihilation.
Ceasefire is still in effect despite terror. 2 Israeli soldiers yesterday morning, followed by the IDF launching retaliatory strikes. The Israeli army announcing on X, quote, the IDF will continue to uphold the ceasefire agreement and will respond firmly to any violation of it. This as President Trump's chief Middle East negotiator, Steve Witkoff, and Jared Kushner spoke out for the first time since getting the Gaza ceasefire, and they offered insight into the return of the remaining hostages held.
I think that Hassan is stuck in the position that he's in. I'll say more after this.
By Hamas.
One worrisome issue, whether Hamas is dragging its feet in returning the remains of deceased Israeli hostages. Are you saying publicly right now that Hamas is acting in good faith, seriously looking for the bodies?
As far as we've seen from what's being conveyed to us from the mediators, they are so far. That could break down at any minute, but right now we have seen them looking to honor their agreement.
National security and military analyst Dr. Rebecca Grant joins me now. Dr. Grant, good morning. It's great to see you. Let's start with that 60 Minutes interview because there was a lot in it. What was your main takeaway from what they had to say?
What an incredibly powerful team. And Trump has picked 2 fantastic Hamas negotiators, and how much that Israeli
They shouldn't be negotiating with Hamas. They should be either systematically annihilating them off the face of the planet because they're a terrorist organization, or they should be taken captive, period. Because the peace doesn't go through unless Hamas disarms and leaves. That's the only way the peace goes through. Hamas needs to leave.
On Doha in Qatar had been.
Over the weekend, the ceasefire deal came very close to falling apart with Hamas launching a deadly strike that killed.
You know why it didn't fall apart? Because both countries don't want to go back to war. They're tired of it. They don't want to fight each other. They just have to get this damn terrorist organization out, and the peace treaty will be solid.
2 IDF soldiers, and then Israel launching a series of retaliatory strikes. And then, as you said, Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner are back in Israel this morning, and the White House is considering sending Vice President J.D. Vance as well. So, taken as a whole, what does all of that indicate to you as to where things stand right now?
Pro-Palestinian.
This very long phone call with Vladimir.
Stop at the battle line, go home, stop fighting, stop killing people.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Seriously.
Freezing the battle lines as a solution?
Because they're important because the menace of Russia.
I'm not a big fan of Trump, I ain't gonna lie. But the way he's been handling all these wars that have been going on and trying to end these things with peace, hats off to you, man. Seriously, I'm impressed. This is a completely different Trump than the first election, than the first term he ran. So I feel like Hassan. That's right. We don't negotiate with terrorists. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think Hassan is a bad person. To an extent. But I think Hassan is trapped in the position that he's in. See, he may have said 1 or 2 statements that fell in place with, so he is more of a blue person than you might think. Because a lot of his values that he shows on his channel are blue. Much more like an activist and less like an actual content creator. That's how his values look. Especially whenever Kirk got killed and stuff, like that kind of stuff. I think he's trapped there because he said one thing that made a video of his go really hard, like get a lot of views, a lot of, people chit-chatting and talking about it. And he slowly grew into that. And now he's trapped there. There's a lot of stuff that even Asmongold says this. There's a lot of stuff that Hassan says that even Asmon is like, dude, you can't really mean that. You're saying that so that way people keep watching you. And it's kind of ironic in a way that the audience that he has cultivated over the years is now systematically trying to annihilate him because of something that they think happened to a dog or had happened to a dog. I mean, in my opinion, I think he fucking shocked the dog. I think he lied about it. And I feel like if that was the case, he should have just told the truth. He should have just told the truth. He should have. It would have went away by now. But if he didn't, then he needs to really work on ignoring it. Because, like, this group of people that he's cultivated, they don't let things go very easily. A lot of them turn to violence, which is really bad for Hassan. It is. It's terrible for Hassan. In a way, I feel bad for Hassan. But he did cultivate his own death cult. I mean, if we're being honest. Okay, so we got 2 more videos, and then we rolling. So, this Pokemon game doesn't seem very good. And we talked about this a little bit in the past, but my God, does it not look very good.
I keep seeing this game, man. It is insane.
Choose from one of 8 iconic characters. This guy, they just flipped his picture around.
It's the same person. It's just the same person every time.
And this one's got black hair, then they flipped the posters. Unique poster technology.
Wow.
So far, all these posters are unique. Graphics are slightly reminiscent of Pal Land.
Pal Land?
I've heard of that game. Can you jump off?
Okay, we have a sound effect on the grass. Okay, we got some character popping in and like...
Bro, the render distance is so low. I could tell whenever they were on the inside of the city, a lot of the surfaces on the inside of the city are completely flat. You see how this has like an edge to it? This doesn't. This doesn't have an edge to it, but this does. This has like an indentation, and then this is just flat. Most of the inside of the city is just flat. It's just the texture. It's not even like, it's like a copy and paste picture. It doesn't even have like an actual like texture to it. Like, you see how this is like actually like sculpted to look like a pillar? Most of the stuff in the city is just flat. It's so bad.
Oh God, the Starmie is like popping in. You're 3 feet away. Like, dude, Ironforge had a better draw distance on my dad's 2003 computer than this. This is insane.
Well, my favorite thing is that they tried to advertise the Switch 2 as, and I had people ask me about that. I was like, but it's going to be better. And I'm like, no, it's not. How much better do you think it's going to be whenever the screen is this big? Like, it's still a handheld portable device. I've noticed this growing up. Any handheld portable device usually fucking sucks. You know why? Because everything in it is just a mini version of what is an overall more powerful console or computer. Like, that's honestly what I think it'd feel like. Because computers are probably the best that you're going to get as far as gaming. And I'm not even a PC, like, elitist. I don't care. I prefer PlayStation 5. But originally, like with the PlayStation 3, 2, and 1, they took micro versions of computer parts, put them together, and then you had a console. A console is literally just a small computer that does base functions. It has, like, a PlayStation operating system. Seriously, that's all it is. So, like, that's why whenever people saw the new PlayStations and they were like, oh, computer tower, and it's like, yeah, you're not really going to get much better unless you just get a computer. And to be quite frank, I wouldn't get any new releases on PC because any new releases that I've ever gotten on a PC have been buggy piles of shit. They've just been buggy and they just don't work. It did because they didn't spend a lot of money to make the game. That's the trick. You charge more per the game. You don't increase the actual amount of money it takes to produce the game, but you increase the amount of money that you're selling the game at, and guess what happens? You make more money. It cost $13 million to make this game, and it is almost an exact copy and paste from prior games. So of course they made their money back. Why wouldn't they? But at the same, and I've noticed this with all Nintendo games. Nintendo seems to be the only company, the only corporation, the only gaming corporation that gets away with this. If PlayStation tried to do this, bro, every single Nintendo game, Mario Party World or Mario Party is just a copy and paste of prior Mario Parties with different mechanics. Mario Kart, copy and paste of prior Mario Kart games with new mechanics. Barely even like slightly newer mechanics. That's it. Slightly newer. Donkey Kong. Dude, think about Donkey Kong Bonanza. How many platformers has Nintendo made that are so much similar to Donkey Kong Bonanza? Like, come on, guys. If this would be any other console company, the outrage of copying and pasting these games would be on, like, benevolent levels. But, like, because it's Nintendo, and because they've raised the price, these console dumbasses that constantly stroke Nintendo's big, humongous cock can't pop it out of their mouth long enough to look up at the tyrant that's currently ripping them off. Like, come on, man. Stop being a dick eater.
Popping in and out.
Look at that.
I don't even think Palland had that. But overall, this is a better looking game than Palland, okay?
No, you are lying, Donkey, and you know it. You are lying.
But I'm just saying that Palland didn't. I don't think Palland had pop-in like that. What happened to your Pikachu? Uh-oh, wait a minute. I saw
that was
this
a slur
poster already. I saw this one.
Wait.
Oh, wait a minute. That's right there. They reused it. I've got a hunch you're here to see some sights.
Yeah, I saw that. We went over that too. We cover all the stuff, man. We cover it all, bro.
Oh, that I am.
You know what?
You got it. It's what kind of an option is this?
Concord is the biggest flop I've ever seen a game do.
Yes,
it was.
And yes.
The biggest flop.
Player I am. I gotta say, you got it.
You got it. You're just a type.
This must not have been much of a challenge. Oh my dang.
They talking shit.
Battle zone activated. Battle zones are intense. Escape from the battle zone.
Let me guess, you just walk out of it, right?
This way.
Not that
way.
Oh.
It's like Battlefield 6. I like this song. This way. What if I go this way? Not that way. Girl, the points I earn from trouncing you will propel me up the ranks. You are challenged by Bridget the waitress.
You remember those slightly new mechanics I said, boys? In this game, it's not it's turn-based to an extent, but you can walk around now while you battle.
God.
Don't be in the head. Oh wow, Pokey Girl, you're something. Now
Oh
you know.
wow, Pokey Girl, you're something. Now you know how intense battle zone.
How intense battle zones are. Now I truly.
I might have to hate play this game.
Wait, you can relax now. We're out of the battle zone. Hotel Z's.
All those kicks.
Who the fuck is this game for? Like, if I had a kid, I gotta understand this being for kids, but no parent is gonna buy an $80 game for a child. That's outrageous. There's no way in hell I would ever justify getting an $80 game that my child could probably, an $800 console, mind you, handheld console that my child could probably break if he gets angry enough. What? No way, dude.
Starter exposed videos.
I remember back when the fucking PlayStation 2 was $200. Wasn't that a great era to live in? $200. Hell, the PlayStation 3 was like $350. Like, what the fuck are these prices now?
Find a more tranquil, relaxing stay anywhere in Lumio's. Since we don't have a single other guest. Come on in. That's the mark of a good hotel. Can I go explore behind the hotel? Let's head into the hotel for now. Do I get to make any choices at all about what I want to do? Can I go up the ladder? Let's not go up the ladder ever. I gotta admit, these windows are not windows. He said so much though. Now you're bossing me around. Nice to meet you. I'm Lita.
Oh God!
I'm a dancer, and I'm gonna start talking a whole bunch of talk now. Man, when I started this game, I just had my coffee. I had like full gaming energy. I was ready to game. And
I had this happen with Zenless Zone Zero. Is it like ZZZ?
Oh, it was like a dev commemorative plaque for Concord that sold for, bro. It sold for $3K. That's too much.
Out to
sold that bitch for too much.
Live up to its name. So a couple of times I had considered going back to playing the game again. And
Bro,
so
I think that I would probably buy that Concord commemorative plaque of the developers so that way I know what it's like to be ass fucked by a development team. If I was dumb enough, because you had to buy Concord. If I was dumb enough to buy Concord and I played it and I realized why everyone was shitting on it, I would buy that plaque and post it on my stream back wall. And every time someone would ask me about it, I'd be like, yeah, I keep that up there so that way I remember what it's like to be ass fucked by a development team. It's not very fun.
And I love.
Okay, we're gonna move on from this. This looks bad. I don't know who would play this. I'm sorry. I couldn't imagine playing that, dude. Okay. Might actually have time for a couple more videos. Hold on. Did we watch before I used this video 23 hours ago? We're gonna wait to use this visual steering one. We're gonna do a visual steering one, but he uploaded one a couple days ago that I wasn't able to cover because it was still fresh. Here we go, this one.
Who said
There we go. This is the one that he uploaded a couple days ago. We're gonna watch this one. Show us more Concord gameplay. Well, maybe they should have. Check out visual steering. It's been a minute since we watched them. They're the only ones that emailed me back whenever I asked them if I could use their content. Awesome peoples. Check them out. Visual steering. Let's get it.
Who said cops are always serious? Funny, cool cop moments caught on camera prove some officers are just as good at cracking jokes as they are at cracking cases. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button.
Yes, please go sub to their channel. They deserve it. They're awesome. Awesome people. If they need anything, just let me know. I can help you out with like video ideas, but you're kind of cooked if you're asking for money, because I'm cooked there too.
Drop a comment if you'd scream too, because let's be honest, most of us are braver than this cop right now.
Is that a live alligator, or is it fake?
Congratulations, you just turned the world's slowest vehicle into the world's
no. Bro, what a great way to lose your job. He's young too, so like, ooh, damn.
Who needs legs when you've got two cops?
Yo, bro thought he was gonna put up a fight. He just got carried away.
I think full lift support.
Bro tried to act tough. Yo, low-key, I ain't gonna lie, if I ever got arrested, it'd be very similar to this. I'm 5'6", so like, most people tower over me. I'm the same height as Charlie.
Crime fighting. This cop was busy helping build the Leaning Tower of McDonald's.
My God, dude.
He ran like his life depended on it, but it didn't. Turns out the only thing chasing him was his own bad decision.
Right here. Why is he running? Hey, Curtis! Or, what's his name again? Robert, you're good, bud!
I think, okay, so I saw this video. Apparently, it was because he thought he had a warrant in a different county, but they didn't actually send out the warrant. So he was fine.
No warrant, Robert! Oh, jeez.
Drop a comment if you think
It's just the
this guy
YouTube channel.
should get a redo, because the horse definitely got robbed of attention here.
Excuse me, is that okay to pet?
He pet the cop.
Well, at least they saved money on the car wash. Too bad it was her uniform getting
That sucks. Because that was another cop that did that. They totally were jacking with her, dude.
rinsed in.
Yo, have y'all ever actually been around that mud? That mud is slippery, and it sticks to everything, too. I don't know what kind of soil or mud that is. That stuff sucks. It's got that coloration to it. It's kind of like clay, almost, but it's not. It sucks.
He lined up the big Hollywood door kick, and the welcome mat almost took him out. They should have just rolled credits right there. Suspect caught, song played, episode over.
Bro. Yo, that mat. Yo, he almost did a split there. Ah, yeah, no, that didn't do anything. By the way, whenever I was going through the firefighter academy, they said the worst thing that you can do for your knee is kick a door forward. Turn your back to the door and donkey kick it. You'll get way more force out of it anyway. So, like, the cop's doing the right thing. It's just that the mat said no.
Crime doesn't wait, and apparently neither
Are those
does snack time.
He's got cheese balls.
Somebody come look at this. Look at this.
No tickets here, just tips. Fake ones.
Oh!
Permission granted, execution denied. The horse is confused. He thought it was just a dance, but she was sliding her way into the slickest arrest of the day.
Yep. Wow, that's what's up. He knew. Might as well have fun with it, right? Not everyone's a belligerent butthole.
They train for suspects, but not for 40 miles per hour bursts. No wonder the ostrich looks so confident.
Oh my gosh, this is the first time I've ever seen this.
Red light, green. One minute you're an officer, the next you're a moving company for deer.
No way, dude.
Oh my god.
Drop a like if you shout your order back just to play along.
What did you order? Here's the number 10. Big 10. Extra fries.
No, I don't do gaming. I used to, but not anymore.
Well, looks like the getaway car decided to drive.
I haven't done VR gaming at all. Oh no! Oh no, the car's gonna get away, boys. One suspect caught, the other one's getting away.
This squad's got Paw Patrol on the payroll.
Oh, there it is.
Sir, how you doing? Sir, Mary, how you doing? Good to see you.
Noise complaint, more like free concert. This officer didn't shut it down. He jumped right in on the drums.
You know, if I was that officer, I'd do the same thing. That has to be so annoying. You do realize a noise complaint is not enforceable until it's past. I think around here it's like 9 p.m. to like, I think 8 a.m. or something. Just because you call the police out for a noise complaint in the middle of the day, the police can ask them to turn it down, but they are not legally obligated to turn down the music. Like, they're not required to, especially not in their own house. Unless it's as long as it's in that time frame. Damn, get it.
Great. Now even raccoons are testing police response times.
Why are you approaching me? Sir.
Bro just...
Can I...
What? Bro just won a bet. I guarantee you his other little raccoon friends were like, I bet this morning's take of half-eaten apples that you won't walk up to that soldier and touch his foot.
What the f***? What the f***?
Looks like the thief is officially with the police now.
Those little women, man, they're so feisty. You just got to do that, you know? You know she was trying to put up a fight. And then they were just like, nope. Damn, bro. That was a good one.
Backup dancer.
Get that shit! Ah! Get that shit! Get that shit! Get that shit! Get that shit!
Oh! Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. You know, we watch a lot of like negative cop interactions on the channel. I thought that it was nice that we're finally able to watch some good cop interactions. We can't just keep spreading all the hate towards the blue and the badge. We got to spread some good stuff because there are a lot of really good cops out there that want to do right by their community. And you know what? They deserve more attention and credit than these bad apples in the tree. That's what's up, man. That kind of stuff that I see some cops do in the community, that they do that kind of stuff instead of being a dick. That stuff, that is good stuff. As far as I'm concerned, they need to be doing more of that. They need to build better community relations with the people that they're there to serve and protect. Because at the end of the day, they're there to serve and protect, not to hurt the people. You know what I'm saying? They're not there to hurt anybody. You might as well have fun.
Comedy show, absolutely. When your DoorDash driver gets arrested, but the police still make sure your fries arrive safe.
Bro, what a freaking champ. Bro got arrested. Still made sure the delivery went.
The only thing she's resisting is the urge to roll her eyes.
Stop resisting!
Yup, years of academy training,
Oh
all
no,
undone by
that's
a
fart
$3
spray.
bottle of fart spray.
Oh, you know that's gotta stink, dude. Oh no. Oh. Just start yakking, man.
Right here, 446.
Bruh.
He drove off.
Badge on, lights off, and suddenly she's less cop and more TikTok instructor.
7, 8, step, bump, bump, step, bump, step, bump, bump.
No way.
Kickball change, step, clap.
She's only doing this, I bet, because she knows that this dude's not about to drive away, so she's gonna have a little fun with it.
5, 6, 7.
That's one way to get arrested.
Why do you smell so bad? Cause you're on duty? Go, 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 dude.
Oh, this is perfect. Officer gets called for a noise complaint and ends up dancing with the quinceañera instead.
Nice.
Justice served, with the heater on full blast.
Negative 10 degrees outside with the wind chill. You don't want to roll your window down any more than I want to get out of this car and get cold. Please, slow down.
Nothing says strong.
I don't think that's true. I'm gonna tell you why I don't think that's true. Because I see a foot right here. See, watch. You can see the foot moving.
Justice served with the heater on full blast.
Well, maybe that's not.
-10 degrees outside with the wind chill. You don't want to roll your window down any more than I want.
No, that's a foot. That's a foot. That is 100% a foot. That's a foot.
Get cold. So please, slow down.
Nothing says strong like muscles so big they dial dispatch. Justice on 4 wheels? Nah. Today it's 2 pedals.
See, this is that sergeant thing I was saying earlier. Bro had to hold the plant so that way he didn't take up the sergeant's oxygen.
Just changed, bro.
Is he gonna actually fall? No, he didn't.
Imagine getting stopped not for speeding, but for bad wardrobe choices. High speed pursuit. More like, hey, speed pursuit.
Oh no.
What the hell am I supposed to do with this?
Yo, I always wondered the same thing. Like, in an instance where you're a cop and you don't do farm animals, what the hell are you supposed to do with that?
Cop.
Straight out like this, go right behind your back with them. You're under arrest, sir.
Once the accident was finally cleared and traffic could move again, an officer had to go car by car, waking people up.
Good morning. Too much. Wake up.
Oh no, is he gonna have to get out?
Good morning.
Sirens. This officer's dropping jokes on loudspeaker.
I have a right to go to bed. Now please go home. Please go to bed.
Yo, W cop.
2 men, 1 race, but only one with a badge and a punchline.
I got a blackmail running. You gonna be in the blues?
Family. 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 Family.
You got
Family.
one finger out on
Family.
We need more.
To just
oh shit.
From kingpin of the car meet to just a regular guy in 10 seconds flat.
Going to find me somewhere.
No, you're not going.
Hey, look.
Hey.
What?
You're not going
Hey, look.
Hey.
Look.
You're not going to 2300 North Tustin, City of Orange tonight?
No, I don't work tomorrow. Hey, I work tomorrow. Look.
Hey, bro. It's
Look.
okay,
Hey.
Look.
Look.
You chose
Mom, you
to
listen,
do that
look.
with the car stuff?
Look.
Hey, I believe you gotta get gas,
Rain.
bro. Hey, I believe it.
So I gotta, instead of going early tomorrow, I just do it now and go back home.
And that's a wrap on Funny Cool Cup Camera. Proof.
You know what? I think I might call it there. That was a great stream, boys. Nothing really too crazy happened over the weekend. A lot of the same old stuff. It seems like, other than like Twitch trying to shoot themselves in the foot. But at the end of everything, I don't think anything's gonna happen to Twitch unless a lot of people start stepping up and calling out TwitchCon and calling out Twitch. So If you sleep on what Twitch is doing, they're just gonna keep walking over their streamers and their viewers. And it's sad, but it's the truth. Heart goes out to Imaru. Hopefully everything gets sorted with her. But yeah, I think I'm gonna roll up out of this bitch for the day. Can't believe it's already a moon day. The end of moon day. Oh, I don't even have anybody watching on the other stream. What happened? Yeah. All right. Well, I'm rolling out of this bitch. I will be back on tomorrow. Peace. Stay safe out there. Make sure you put a smile on someone's face. Might change their whole day. By the way. Where is... Oh, what the fuck? Where'd it go? That's weird. Wait, what? Huh. That's weird. Get out of here.